Hello, everybody. I am Lake Adhaya. I am the founder and pageant coach at Electra. I am Femina Miss India Punjab 2022. I am a model and a content creator. And we are in a different location because I am in my studio where you are going to learn the basics of ramp walk so that you can ace your audition. Before we go ahead, let's just all agree that walking in heels isn't as easy as people make it seem. It requires a lot of effort. It requires you to command the attention of the entire crowd, and it requires you to remember a lot of things and constantly coordinate with different parts of your body, right? So if you are ready to actually acknowledge that ramp walk is a form of art and not just pretty girls walking up and down the stage, then this video is for you. All right, let's get to the chapters. We are going to have 6 chapters in this video. I'm not only going to tell you what you need and how to move and what are the basic terms that you need to be aware of when you're going on the ramp, but I also help you understand some nitty-gritties of your expressions, of your posture, etc. Here are the things you need. You need heels, of course. You can go with whichever one suits you best. Please make sure to check out my video. I have spoken about what kind of heels you should be wearing, where you can be buying it, and all of that details in that video. So make sure you check it out. But for now, you can go with block heels, you can go with stilettos. Just please make sure that they are 3.5 inches and above, because that's the only way you'll be able to completely take fayda of this session. The second that we need is a full length mirror. I always suggest this because you can always see how you are standing, how you're holding. Just pick a mirror out from your room and bring it to your balcony and keep it however works for you. The third thing we will be needing is comfortable and fitted clothes. Do not wear loose baggy clothes or a dress, etc., because you need to be able to see your hip movements and your arm movements and everything in between. And the fourth thing that you'll be needing is a sweat towel and a water bottle, because believe me when I tell you that this is going to be a workout. If heels excite you but walking in them doesn't, then this masterclass is for you. I am Lake Uthaya, and I'm going to help you own your stride and make the world your runway. Now let's start with a few stretches and warm-up techniques. Listen guys, walking in heels requires a lot of strength and flexibility. So you need to make sure that you are always warming up before you start with your session. The first one we're going to do is shoulder rotations. Let's rotate our shoulders back. You can do this 3 sets, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Just making sure that your shoulders are nice and flexible. Move your arms around. Always see that your shoulder blades are touching each other, like you need to extend to that extent. It will all make sense later. The next thing we're going to do is ankle rotation. So make sure you rotate your ankle clockwise and then you rotate it anti-clockwise, both legs. The next is a tricky one because we are going to be doing lunges in heels. Yes, you heard it right. So we are going to do lunges. This is just going to help with your hamstrings as well as your hips. So always make sure you make a nice little lunge, hold it, stand straight, take your other leg down and hold it again. I know it feels ridiculous, but it isn't. And the last one will be on the spot walking. So make sure you're always like moving your hips to the side, legs are moving. This is what it looks like from the side. Walk and a walk, a walk. Move your hips, move. Make sure to spend at least 10 minutes doing your warm-ups. Do not ignore it, girls. And now let's move on to the next chapter. Now let's understand some stances, okay? The first stance is a T stance. It's the most popular one, and this is what it looks like. Come into a T and stand. This is a T stance. You are tippy-toed on top. Your hands are in this position or in this position. The stance is basically given for the leg because it looks like an inverted T. This is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back. The second stance is your open leg stance. Now this is super easy. You just come and you lean on one side, other side. You can always mix it up. You can do an open leg and then you can do a T and then you can start walking. There's also a term called the S pose. A S pose is nothing but you in a T stance, making sure that your body is shaping into an S. T stance, but S pose is also defined with lower as well as the upper body. So you need to make sure that even your back is rolled back and you are standing. Coming to posing points, where are the places that you pose as a pageant contestant? The first one is at entry. Pose here. The second would be at head ramp. The third would be at the exit. And next, you just leave. We next come to movements. Of course, I'm talking about arm movements here, which always has to go sideways. You do not walk like this, nor do you walk like this. You walk from moving your hands from the sides. But what you need to remember that overall movements in a ramp walk is always a lot smoother. And the next thing is your energy and expressions. As you can see, a teen has a very different energy when she is performing. It's a lot more twirls, it's a lot more bounce, it's a lot more youthful. And Miss has a little more elegance to her. It's not very fast and there's more focus on the expressions and it's a lot more elegant. Versus Mrs., which is a lot more elegant. You are not expecting excessive twirls, you're not expecting a lot of hip and a lot of expressions. You are keeping it graceful in the Mrs. category. So you can pick which is the one that suits you best, but no matter what happens, energy speaks louder even before you speak and even before your walk is noticed. So you need to make sure you have that I'm having the most amount of fun here, I love being here sort of energy with you at all times. And coming to expressions, you absolutely need to remember that you have to divide it between a very happy look, which is and a sultry look, which is, as well as a neutral look, which keeps it engaging. If you keep smoothly transitioning between these expressions, your walk will forever be interesting. And if your face is interesting enough, the little mistakes that you might have made by tripping a little on the ground or not getting the perfect T or not putting your hand in the right place will not be noticed. So make sure that this is 100% giving. And with that, we come to the end of this video. A few tips that I would like to give as a coach is number one, ramp walk is not something that you just learn like learning a dance choreography. It requires remembering a lot of tiny details, a lot of which I could not mention in this short span of time, but I definitely do in my private sessions. And I will be during my ramp walk masterclass, which I am taking in Bangalore. It's in Koramangala. It is from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the 15th of December. So if this video reaches you before that and you can make it to Bangalore, please do come join, because I know that it's going to be extremely beneficial and a lot of fun for you. Just always try to get guidance from a coach to understand from the beginning how to get things right, because I have had a very hard time making students unlearn what they already know, because it's very hard to teach them the right way when the muscle memory has just something else altogether and it keeps coming out even if you're training. So I would suggest an average of 3 ramp walk sessions would be amazing. If you obviously can't meet and train with me physically in Bangalore, my online sessions are just as beneficial. So you can always check the link in the description and reach out to me. You can send in a DM at Electra or an email, and I will make sure that someone from the team reaches out to you. Thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.